Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. I'm Brett. In my hands are two recent releases from Fanhome. Now, what they're doing is a subscription service for Batman fans, collecting some classic Batman stories, taking you from the beginning to the end of Batman's career, called the Legend of Batman Collection. It is a massive undertaking, and we've got volumes, let's see here, 4 and 5 that take you through Hush Part 1 and Part 2, Batman 608 to 613, and Batman 614 to 619, numbers 56 and 57 in, the actual order of history, but the 4th and 5th releases. Now, we're doing something a little bit different here. I'm not actually going to review the stories within. The reason why is because we recently reviewed that with the DC Compact version, so I don't feel like we need to really review the story itself. We're going to talk about the differences between the two. Yes, we're going to discuss the formats a little bit, which I think is kind of fascinating. As far as extras, we'll start with that with the Fanhome. There's a little bit of extras. We've got introductions in the beginning. And then in the end, I'm trying not to lose some pages. In the end, we've got covers that they show off as well. So we'll go mark my pages. I don't want to lose these pages. Whereas Hush, we get covers in the back. Some different covers. They don't really compare the two. It does definitely look, I don't think they're necessarily the same covers. But then again, these are split out into two different books, and there is no introduction into this one. So that's right now a big difference. Sizes, obviously the size is much different. The Fanhomes are more traditional graphic novels. These, since they are two, they are much thinner. What's interesting though is when you combine them, they are a little bit thicker than the compact version. So I think that's kind of intriguing. Obviously bigger. So the compact version actually is compact. Now the big one is the look of them, the actual coloring and all that. I'll say the Fanhome version kind of pops a little bit. It's a little bit brighter, in my opinion. However, it's not necessarily a good thing. There are different layout versions, which I actually thought was really kind of interesting. So here is an example. We've got the big reveal of Superman being held or taken over, controlled by Poison Ivy. That would be the better terminology. Superman controlled by Poison Ivy, and we can see a blank page next to it, a black page. However, the compact version, it's a little bit, I think, duller. The colors don't pop as much, but we also get the image of Superman next to it, hanging over Batman. Whereas with the Fanhome version, that's actually on the next page after the black panel. So there's some subtle differences between the two. As far as like which you'd rather have, it's interesting is I'd rather have the size of the compact one. I didn't have tons of problems reading with the smaller version, but I like the coloring of the larger version. I do think there's something that the colors pop a little bit more to me. I think it's just it's a subtle difference, but there is a difference, and mostly I think the paper is it's just glossy paper, so it just pops a little bit more. So I really think it just comes down to the paper side. Like if you did glossy paper on this, you'd probably get it very similar to that. Could be wrong. I don't know. Not an expert on these things. But to me, I think that's some small, subtle differences. Obviously this is a subscription service, so price is going to be different. This is all of $9.99, and I really don't know what the Fanhome subscription service costs, to be honest. So, per thing. There's obviously that difference as well. But, overall looking at it, I think it's just really interesting to see subtle differences between two different formats of the same story. Colors pop a little bit more, page layouts are a little bit different, back matter seems to be maybe a little bit different as far as the covers. I didn't go cover for cover comparing everything. But, and then this also has some introductions that aren't in the compact as well. So, rather intriguing, rather interesting, cool to see. You can subscribe to the Legend of Batman collection yourself. We have a link underneath this video. We get nothing for that. I do want to say thank you to Fanhome for hooking us up with these review copies, and of course, thank you all for watching. If you are into Batman, if you're into comics in general, check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, Instagram, TikTok, Mastodon, Threads, Blue Sky, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. So until next time, if you can be the Batman, be the Batman. Of course, keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.